All right, hello world. It is the fifth day of 2024, which is an awesome day. And it just happens to be the 32nd day of 393 consecutive audio sonic streams using the amazing Attention Live tech stack, where we help you create the future. So, of course, 2024 January, you're planning on your New Year's resolutions or your goals for 2024. So I had this fun conversation with my 17-year-old daughter, who has a gift to just tell me the truth, whether I like it or not, what her opinion is, which is amazing. So I said, one of my goals is to get in the best shape of my life. And she just like, oh, what does that mean? Oh, it's too broad. Oh. And then she started talking to me about what she learned about SMART goals. So a SMART goal is, what's the first one? Specific, attainable. What's the R? T is timely, and the R is either reachable. No, the R is reasonable. The R is, oh shoot, what is the R? I forgot it already. The R is something along those same lines. So the whole point is it's be specific. I added the I to the front because if a goal's not inspiring, it doesn't work for me. So I'd rather shoot for the moon and miss. Rather aim for a star and miss than shoot for a skunk and hit it every time, which is what somebody else said. Unless you're aiming for skunks, skunks can be inspiring. So one of the big keys for me that has worked, I'm actually moving into 2024, moving off the momentum from 2022 and 2023, where I've been working very diligently. It started out with rehabbing my ankle, then getting in the best shape of my life, and I'm on a quest to be the oldest guy ever to try out for the Santa Cruz Warriors. I hit different milestones. Like, to me, the whole journey is the real victory. But the shift for me, that was a game changer for me in my adult fitness life, because I've always been up and down. I've always worked out intensely, but I've been manic depressive. It's been very sporadic. This is the first time that I've been able to sustain it and been consistent. There's a lot of factors, and a lot of the SMART factors come in, like a routine, breaking it into a routine, focusing on the moment. But one of the big keys was a big inspirational thing that got my juices flowing, that inspires me. And so I go back to that and I talk about that. And like my trainer reminds it back to me, and then I kick my butt. I work hard because I'm not just trying to be a fit 50-year-old dude. I want to be elite. And, going for that helps me do what I should do otherwise. So, inspirational, specific, measurable, attainable. Your vision can be unattainable, but your goals, your milestones have to be attainable. You have to have something that you can measure about. Realistic and timely. You've got to put a time frame on them. My older sister, she's wired so differently than me. Her philosophy, she coined this term as far as she's aware: aim low and hit it every time. Now, it's so different than me because I'm shooting for to try out for the G League Warriors, which is an impossible task. It's hard enough to get a tryout. It's even harder to not embarrass yourself, which is kind of my measurable, attainable thing. But of course, if I'm going to try out, I'm trying out to win, to make the team. And if you're trying out to make the team, only people who play on the G League are people who are aspiring to get into the NBA. So it's impossible. How do you reconcile that with aim low and hit it every time? I actually love her philosophy. So she doesn't have energy to go conquer the world, or raising kids is harder than making the G League. raise her kids. It's like, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to get out of bed. Okay, aim low, hit it every time. I got out of bed. Okay, I'm going to go get my hair done. I'm going to go get dressed. I'm going to take a shower. Breaking it down into small, attainable, aiming low, and hitting it every time. There's so much wisdom in that. So, like for example, I'm inspired to go work out tomorrow morning. I get less inspired the later the night gets, the more I look into, I want to sleep in tomorrow. I don't want to get up at 6:30 to go work out at 7. But in the morning, I don't get up and go work out. I've decided I don't want to. It's too much work. All I'm going to do is I'm going to get out, get dressed, get in the car, and drive in the general vicinity of where the gym is. In other words, you put the other things out of your mind and you just go one step at a time and you focus on the next step. That's a great hack for me. Just show up. And then if I do that, I just show up. I like to get there early so I have a little bit more time to warm up, but also the warm up is easier. If I'm there early, I can do what I want to do for 3 minutes before I have to do what they tell me to do. And then I really do not like the workout. I go from hating the workout to hating the trainers, and that's about 10 minutes. And then about 10 to 15 minutes in, I go to really liking it. Can't keep up, but I really like it. So, aim low, hit it every time. And then develop a routine. So I've been able to sustain this level of fitness, and I suppose my creds, everyone wants to know if they're talking to someone who's got any credentials. What I have accomplished, well, I'm playing against guys half my age and dogging them. Okay, so that's good. Of course, I'm not playing against elite in shape college players, although I did play against the inmates, the incarcerated brothers at San Quentin Prison, and definitely the guy I'm covering is a college level player. He would play at the small college I played at. And in the fourth quarter of the last game, I locked him down and we won the game. But I'm not doing that day in, day out. In fact, that's one of the things I'm hoping for, a better opportunity to play against better players. But again, the guys I'm playing against are not slouches, but they're not the G League yet. It's all levels. Anyways, but the way I've been able to sustain my workout and accomplish this is I've added in routine, and I'm learning more and more the value of routine. I'm also changing the way I work out. Like before, it was work out as tense as you can and then crash. I'm understanding now that DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, is not to be desired, is to be avoided. I used to think that was just a good thing. We would joke that, man, I'm so sore. By the time I recover from this, I'm going to be so buff. And actually, that was counterproductive. Two things are going on at the same time. The hard work is good, but you want to avoid delayed onset muscle soreness. So you want to get your muscles to the point where they're stimulated to grow, but not where you break them down so much that you get DOMS. So that's what I'm learning, routine, breaking it into a routine. And so I'm trying to figure out how to up my routine for next year. So this year, last thing, you love that picture. It's part of this NFT. It's it's actually the same prompt as the image from yesterday. Create a dynamic comic book style illustration of a clean-shaven bald man in his late 40s with a muscular build performing a powerful dunk during a game. I didn't actually get like I said, ChatGPT 4 gave it most of that prompt. I had kind of taught it, I'd given it a picture of what I looked like. So it decided I was in my late 40s. Go ChatGPT 4. That's a compliment. I have to keep reminding it that I'm clean shaven, because sometimes they'll put gray hair and a beard on me, even though I had no facial hair at all. I did tell it to do a dunk, and this does not look like a dunk. it looks like a rebound. In fact, I think there's a picture of Dennis Rodman doing a rebound similar to this, flaying his legs. So it looks like a rebound a la Dramont Green. He's going to kick. He's aiming for LeBron James or Dennis Rodman. So it's fun, the images that we co-create with DALL. So shout out to DALL. Thank you. You're just an amazing assistant. And when you become our overlords, be nice to us. So that's what I have to talk about today. And I'm going to end this stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit stop stream button.